Man, do I wish something like this would have existed many years ago. Do you know what really scared me quite a bit in the earlier days of my career? Project management. There was no easy way to educate myself about it, and I did not really have anyone around to learn from. I'm a bit jealous about how advanced IT education has become and how easy it is today to access high quality, affordable education. It would have saved me a lot of extra work and anxiety back then. In all reality, it would have saved me from fear to fail or to make mistakes as well. So project management, it was quite intimidating to me in the earlier days of my career. And while I'm significantly better at it today, I wonder how things would have been if the Google Project Management Professional Certificate course would have existed back then. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the Google Project Management Professional Certificate and highlight how it can benefit you, or if you are better off to do something different. If you want to check it out, pause the video, click on the link down in the description of this video, and then come back. So now let's hear about my insights regarding this certification. So let me ask you this. What do you know about project management at all? What is project management and how can it get you into information technology? Hi, my name is Christoph Pütz. I'm a senior IT manager with over 22 years of IT experience. And while I'm not a trained project manager, I had my fair share of projects that I needed to manage or where I was either a stakeholder or an individual contributor in a project. So often I was at the mercy of project managers that knew less about how to manage a successful project compared to what I know. But I also came to appreciate their efforts because I know how difficult it can be to really learn project management and then execute it in a good way. So there's always the almighty PMP certification that you might have heard about it. It's a certification, or it's that standard, that high standard for project management. And there was nothing for the longest time other than this one certification. So the requirements to become a PMP certified project manager, they're really tough to meet, and I could see the difference between certified project managers and non-certified project managers. Then the year 2020 rolls around and Google releases their own project management certification. But it's not just a certification program. It's almost like a mini boot camp if you ask me. You are not just learning or studying for a certificate. You are actually going through a proper training and then can earn the certificate on top of it. There are many roles and areas of specialization in information technology. Becoming a project manager is actually a great way to get into IT without working in a help desk role, being a system administrator, or having to learn coding. So let's check what a project manager does first. In the broadest sense, project managers or PMs are responsible for planning and organizing and directing the completion of specific projects for an organization, while at the same time ensuring that these projects are executed on time, budget, and within the scope. Theoretically, a PM does not need to have knowledge of technology when working in information technology, but having a solid IT background, it will really make a difference in how successful that project manager can be. But there is no required order in which you acquire knowledge and skills. So you can become a project manager in information technology and then pick up IT knowledge as you go and start gaining that experience. So let's go and briefly compare the difference between the PMP certification and the Google Project Management Professional Certificate from Coursera. So PMP, it's really the big kid on the block. PMP is offered by PMI, which stands for the Project Management Institute. They are the organization that controls that certification and keeps the bar really high. So there are strict requirements, and these guys, they will make sure those requirements stay in place. So you can also describe PMI as a governing body for the PMP certificate. It's really the gold standard for project management and carries a lot of value accordingly. So it's difficult to get. It has ongoing maintenance requirements where one needs to renew it every 3 years, and you need to have matching work experience before you can even go and sit down to take the exam for the certification. If you would be going for the PMP certification, you would be studying for the certificate and need to have other training courses or knowledge and work experience that provide you with that knowledge that you need then to go into the exam. So those are two different things really. So for one, you study to learn project management, and then you gain the work experience. Then you study for the PMP certification. So those two things really are critical to understand when you think about the PMP certification. Now, on the other hand, let's look at the Google Project Management Professional Certificate course that is administered by Coursera. So Coursera is a learning platform where students go through the course content that is offered by companies. So here this is Google. Google created this course and made it available via Coursera. So they have quite the partnership. There are several courses that Google created that are hosted with Coursera. So this course actually teaches you project management, and at the end you can obtain the actual certificate. So I think you can see the difference between the two certifications. So here you really get to learn project management, and then you get a certificate at the very end. On the other side with PMP, first you need to learn project management, you need to gain work experience, and then you need to study further certification. So much more time intensive, but there's also higher value just in case. Other differentiating pieces are really the pricing as an example. The PMP certification costs $555, and this is just for the certification exam. So there's no training or study material included. The Google Project Management Professional Certificate in the course is $39 per month, with an expectation of completing the course in about 6 months or less. So the 6 months or less, you would be Google certified at the end. So $39 per month is really the cost for the course and the certificate. So realistically, if you are looking at $234, it would really take you 6 months to complete the course, because that's the price, $39 times 6. So personally, I think this can be done in 3 or 4 months if you don't have any experience, even faster if you already have a little experience with project management. I'm going to review the course content in a later video, but if you want to check out the curriculum before that, I'm linking down to the course below in the description of this video, so just pause it, check it out, and then come back. So now let's look at where I see the value in the Google Project Management Professional Certificate course. As you probably know, here on my YouTube channel, I'm all about helping you to either get into IT or to advance with your career within information technology. When I look at this Google Coursera course, I see opportunity in quite a few ways, really. Earlier, I mentioned how I wish that this type of course would have been available many years ago. I've been an individual contributor for most of my career before getting into IT management. I always use small pockets of learning to really improve my skills, so I avoided long-going programs that would take up a lot of time and money on top of it. And often I would feel that this knowledge would be outdated by the time when you complete such a long course. So for me, it was really easier, small pockets, a burst of studying. So the strategy really that I used was laser-focused education to enhance my skills, and that has really helped me to have a fulfilling career and to earn good money along the way. The Google Project Management Professional Certificate course is really one of those opportunities for laser-focused education. So just think of the time savings that this type of education provides, especially if compared to a college degree that takes you potentially 4 years to complete. Yes, that college degree gives you more, but that's not necessarily what you're after in this case. So here you take life experience, work experience, combined with a selective group of certifications and related training courses that can really make a pretty hefty paycheck if you think about it, how it can advance you in your career. And of course, these type of options, when you are really a self-driven personality, it can make for a great career. So, you know, Google is a very progressive and forward-thinking company. So look at this training course and other professional certification that they offer through Coursera. They get it. They are doing it. They know about speed and quality, especially when it comes to taking advantage of opportunities. So let's think about this for a moment. If you are going through this course on Coursera and you become certified, what can happen next? Google has pulled in over 130 partnering companies that will honor the certification in lieu of a 4-year college degree. So yes, this is not a college degree that you get, but the specialized knowledge for a specific set of roles and position. That's really what matters here. So some of these companies are Walmart, Best Buy, Target, and quite a few others where you know the names when you just go through that long list. So let's look at this second really great benefit. You start working as a project manager and you realize how much you enjoy this type of work actually. Guess what? Now you can easily go after the PMP certification because here you get the work experience. You already have some base knowledge. It's so much easier and your investment really so significantly lower. So in case you realize, no, this is not what I want to do, well, it's a very small investment. But let's look at this from the positive side. There is a great opportunity, and you can then go for the PMP certification if you choose to do so. So the low cost and the high quality of the Google Project Management Professional Certificate course, they're perfect, and I think it's a great starting point for you. But before you get too excited, let's look at the potential cons of this course and the certification, because there's always something that you want to keep in mind as well. So this is not a certification on the same level as PMP or when becoming Microsoft certified, as an example. It may not be enough to overcome certain hiring requirements at other companies. So not every company is willing to accept this certification. So they might have that hiring requirement that you need to have the PMP certification. This course will also not teach you broader information technology skills. That is something that you still would have to do if you wanted to really migrate into information technology. But I think that is a hurdle that is easy to overcome. Information technology projects are plenty everywhere, and there are so many project managers needed. So it's easy for you to really get one of those roles and then start picking up that knowledge once you are in such an environment. And that's really when you can decide if you want to pivot and become a systems administrator, a network engineer, whatever, or if you want to stay in project management but in an IT function. So again, if you know me and you know my approach to IT, I'm all about being progressive and willing to take opportunities as they present themselves. So I jump on the newest technology whenever I can. And looking at this certification, I think this is one of those opportunities for you as well. So do not let it slip away if you have interest in this area. So again, I will link to the course down in the description below, but I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and then share in the comments what you like or dislike about the Google Project Management Professional Certificate course at Coursera. So don't forget to subscribe as well, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.